Top 100 Rodney Dangerfield jokes. Okay, never seen this guy. Don't know this guy. I'm into comedy, so let's see.
I tell you, I can't relax, you know? The other night I was in a place I felt like having a few drinks. Someone ordered a bartender. I said, surprise me. He showed me a naked picture of my wife.
Hey, someone in chat said I would love his voice. I do. I do love his voice. But do you want to know something, right? I know how, like, sweaty comedians get. Why do they always do it in suits? Do they not get... They must get really, really, really hot.
My wife and I, we never have sex. Now, we get undressed. We can't stop laughing, you know?
Just get undressed.
I got no sex life. 10 years ago, my wife put me on hold. My old man, he didn't help at all, my old man. We used to play tag and he'd drive. I mean, it's not easy being me. When I was born, the doctor told my mother I did all I could, but he pulled through anyway. I mean, and nobody was nice. My mother never breastfed me. She told me she liked me as a friend. So when I was born, after the doctor cut the cord, he hung himself.
Disgusting.
And I tell you, I can't relax, you know? My dog drives me nuts. My dog. He wants me to mate him. I wouldn't mate him. Let him go through what I go through. I mean, last week was rough. Are you kidding? Last week I looked
up... I'm getting a feeling. I'm getting a feeling. He's getting... His action, his love life, yeah, it's inactive. It's inactive.
My family tree, 2 dogs were using it. And I'll tell you, my wife isn't too smart, you know. One night she went out, some guy stole the car. I sent you to see what he looked like. She told me she got the license plate number. Oh, my...
Huh? Huh? I don't get that. Someone stole the car, My
wife. Oh, one night she told me she felt romantic. I took her to a drive-in movie. I spent the whole night trying to find out what car she was in. This afternoon, my wife cracked up the car again. I was out driving her. She told me she was going to make a U-turn. I'll tell you, the letter she made, you'll never find any out there. Oh, he's a strange doctor.
Strange doctor.
Oh, kidding. I asked him if my heart was strong enough for sex. He told me not if I join in, you know?
He said, yeah. He definitely said you can join in, Doc.
I'll tell you my trouble. I got the wrong doctor. You know my doctor, Dr. Vinny Boombosh. Know my doctor? What a doctor.
Hey, he loves doing... I've noticed, right? In, like, every joke, he loves doing this. He touches his tie in every joke. He's like, yeah, I told that.
I called him last week. I told him, Doc, I swallowed a bottle of sleeping pills. He told me to have a few drinks and get some rest.
Life's not easy.
Not easy. You can't trust doctors either. They're all mixed up.
You really think so, huh?
My proctologist used to be a photographer.
Yeah.
Hey, he took x-rays, told me to bend over and say cheese.
You're the right doctor,
I told my wife I want to die in bed. She said, again? I mean, I'm getting old. I'm not a kid anymore. I know I'm getting old. In Vegas, I played a slot machine. 3 prunes came up. I know I'm getting old.
I don't get it.
I'm at the age now, if I hear someone goes both ways, I figure it's number 1 and number 2. You know? I tell you, I don't get a break with nothing. I joined Gamblers Anonymous. They gave me 2 to 1. I don't make it. Oh, boy, the other night in Las Vegas, I tell you, I got loaded. I don't know what I'm doing. I played dice. I lost $1,000. I got even, though. I stole 400 sweet and lows.
What day?
This afternoon, my wife started in again. Yeah, she keeps throwing up when I work Las Vegas. I went broke playing...
Oh, so old people eat prunes. Yeah, that sounds nice. I like it. Old people eat prunes. He's playing slot machine. He's just seeing prunes. Okay.
This afternoon, my wife started in again. Yeah, she keeps throwing up when I work Las Vegas. I went broke playing the slot machines, you know? I'll tell you, Las Vegas, I got slot machines all over, even in supermarkets. I went in to buy a container of milk, cost me $238.
Yo, chat, you guys see me gamble on the game? That would so be me, bro. That would so be me. I would go to the supermarket. I'm getting some milk. Ah, babe, the milk cost me $230. I don't know how. I don't know how.
My old man, he didn't help either. The time I was kidnapped, they sent back a piece of my finger. He said he wanted more proof. Hey, you kid, I know I'm ugly. I stuck my head out the window, got arrested for mooning. I know I'm ugly. I went to a freak show. They let me in for nothing. Kid, I was an ugly kid, too. How ugly? I was so ugly, my mother breastfed me through a straw. Hey, my wife can't do nothing right. She can't cook, the worst cook in the world. Gave my kid alphabet soup. He spelled out help.
That's good spelling.
Cook. I mean, how can toast have bones? She's a lousy cook, too. She can't cook at all. I leave dental floss in the kitchen, the roaches hang themselves.
Man.
I live in New York on the west side, you know. Rough neighborhood, rough. I'll tell you, I live in the only neighborhood when I plan my budget, I allow for hold-up money.
Huh?
What a neighborhood. Well, the first day I moved in, I asked a cop, I said, how long I walk to the subway? He said, I don't know. So far, no one ever made it. No, it's a rough building, I tell you, rather, nothing but every night there's robberies, forget about it. Nothing but robberies in my apartment building, you know? I mean, every time I close a window, I hit somebody's hands. I tell you, folks, with me, nothing comes easy. You know, I can't lose any weight. I tried jogging. I keep running into restaurants.
You look great.
I was so fat when I got my shoes shine, I had to take the guy's word for it. I mean,
Hey, you know what? At least you're still jogging to the restaurants. Chat, that's a good idea. From now on, every time you go to a restaurant, just jog there. You're all good. You burn off the calories. You're fine.
Doctors say all kinds of exercise is great. You burn up energy, you lose calories. I mean, in fact, doctors say when a man makes love to a woman, he burns up energy, he loses 150 calories.
Facts.
I made love to a girl once, I lost even more. I lost 150 calories, my watch, and my wallet. I mean, the last time I made love to my wife, it was ridiculous. Nothing was happening. I looked at her, I said, what's the matter? Can't you think of anyone either? Now, you kid, I know my wife cheats on me. Every time I come home, the parrot says, quick, out the window, you know? My sex life is nothing. My wife cut me out to once a month. Cut me down to once a month. Oh, I'm lucky. 2 guys I know she cut out completely. My old man, he didn't help either. Kept taking me to the zoo. He said he was hoping my real parents would claim me. And my kids, they don't help either. The other day I told my kid, I said, someday you'll have children of your own. He said, so will you. Real smart kid I got. The other day I told him about the birds and the bees. He told me about my wife and a butcher.
Hey, hey, someone needs a check. Someone needs to check on his wife, because his wife is sounding hella mad. I'm seeing a constant theme here. The wife is sounding mad. She's moving mad.
I tell you, I can't relax. My kid drives me nuts. The other day I told him, I says, you're young, you don't have it upstairs. He told me I'm old, I don't have it downstairs.
What, he's not right.
And this girl was no bargain either. She was fat.
Fat, huh?
Oh, wait, what year period is this? What year period was he, like, doing his comedy stuff?
How fat? When she wears high heels, she strikes oil, okay? She's fat. She was fat.
That's a big girl.
Ooh, remember how we met? I hit her with my car. She said to me, why don't you go around me? I told her I didn't think I had enough gas.
Big girl.
Well, I met her at the Macy's parade. She was wearing ropes. I always wondered how my wife got her license the first time she took the test. I found out the inspector said he wouldn't go through that again. The last time my wife drove the car, she cracked it up, went into a tree. She told me it wasn't her fault. She blew the horn. I mean,
Is that what you say it is?
Oh, my mother had morning sickness after I was born. I don't know, it's not easy. I got no respect the day I was born.
Really?
No respect. The doctor picked me up and smacked me. I found out the nurse, she got a few in too. Now, with gambling, I'm never lucky. Well, last week at a track, I shut off the opening gun and they killed my horse. I mean, I'm getting old. I'm not a kid anymore. I know I'm getting old. In Vegas, I played a slot machine. 3 prunes came up.
We see that
the
one.
type of guy, I get drunk and go to the track, right? They're wrong. I get high first. I get drunk and go to the track. You know what I mean? And my old man, he didn't like my looks either. But he carried around a picture of the kid who came with the wallet. I mean, are you kidding? My old man never liked me. When he took me hunting, he gave me a 3-minute head start. And on the way home, he tied me to the fender, put the deer in the car. Oh, I'm not a kid. I'm getting older, Johnny. I'm getting old. You kidding? I took a vacation, went to Mexico. I got the walks.
What?
Getting old. You kidding?
What's
My
that
age
mean?
to me, the daily double is prune juice and an enema. My last birthday cake, I couldn't blow out the candles. The heat drove me back. I'm ugly, I'm telling you. My proctologist, he stuck his finger in my mouth. This girl was fat and ugly. Ooh, was she ugly.
Ugly.
How ugly? I took her to the beach. They asked me what I used for bait.
Mad.
Ugly chick, you kidding? When I took her home, my mother put newspapers on the floor. I mean, ugly. I gave her a hickey. I got fur on my mouth. Now, I tell you, my wife with eating is always problems. She's a strict vegetarian. In fact, when I met her, she was grazing on her front lawn.
She's what?
I mean, she can't cook at all. She made chocolate mousse and antler got stuck on my throat. I'll tell you one thing, though, when I have sex with my wife, it's like magic. As soon as I get in bed, she disappears. But I'll tell you one thing, when my wife does have sex, she screams. Ooh, especially when I walk in on her. Ooh. Oh, the other night, she met me at the front door wearing a see-through negligee. The only trouble is she was coming home. Oh, I tell you, I can't take it no more. Well, this afternoon, I said to my little girl, I says, when you grow up, what do you want to be? And she looked at my wife. She said, single. Well, the other day, I called my house. My boy answered the phon. I said to him, let me talk to Mom.
Grazing like a cow.
I heard the kid say, Mommy, it's Daddy. Are you home? I don't get no respect from anyone. Well, last Christmas, my kid wanted a BB gun. I gave him a BB gun. He gave me a sweatshirt with a bullseye in the back. I'll tell you, nice to hear you laugh, though. I'll tell you, that really is nice. Now, because
that's a very creative kid from the Sun. Thinking like, how was the Sun? That's very creative gift.
where I live, there's no laugh.
Good
I
gift.
live in a bad neighborhood. Well, just last week, a guy pulled a knife on me. I could see it wasn't a real professional job. There was butter on it. No, but I'll tell you,
London.
Since I live in this neighborhood, I was attacked only once. Just once, you know? It was a strange thing. The guy who attacked me had class. Yeah, he used...
The guy that attacked me, he had class. He had class.
an electric razor. Actually, I blame myself. I was standing right next to an outlet.
I'm trying to practice the accent.
Electric razor, he was really something. He
I
took
like
my
the
watch,
accent.
he took my wallet, and he took a little off the sides.
Took a little off the
My
side.
wife, I got no sex life. The dog keeps watching me in the bedroom, wants to learn how to beg. I told him to watch my wife and learn how to roll over and play dead. I tell you, it's tough to stay married to my wife. How do you think I feel? She kissed the dog on the lips and she won't drink from my glass.
Yo. That is actually facts. That is actually facts. Not in all relationships, but in a lot of relationships, bro. Like, your partner will kiss the dog on the lips, but won't drink from your glass. I know so many people that do that, bro. I know so many.
How do you think I feel? She kissed the dog on the lips and she won't drink from my glass. I tell you, I'm sorry. I was a little late getting here tonight. You know, my dog, he started trouble again. I mean, I got a dog, he tries to run the whole house. Well, the other night he started trouble.
Backwash.
Even over the front door, he started to bark. I went over, I opened the front door. The dog didn't want to go out, he wanted me to leave. I was talking to my doctor. You know my doctor, Dr. Vinny Boombach. You know my doctor?
Dr. Vinny Boombach.
Well, he told me last week in his office he got 6 cases of VD. I mean, he's all right now, you know. And my doctor, he don't help either. He told me to run 5 miles a day for 2 weeks.
I don't know if Izzy drinks from my glass. She never does. So maybe. Izzy, do you want to drink from my glass? Dr. Vinny Boombach. I'm going to call that man.
I called him up. I said, Doc, I'm 70 miles from my house. I'll tell you my trouble. I got the wrong doctor. You know my doctor, Dr. Vinny Boombach. You know my
Dr. Vinny Boombach.
What a doctor. You kidding me? What a doctor. I called him up. I told him I had diarrhea. He put me on hold. Well, they say when you're driving, you know, watch out for the other guy. I'll tell you, when my wife is driving, you don't have to worry about the other guy. I mean, she'll get him. Oh, my wife took a driver's test. She was happy. She got 18 out of 20. Yeah, 2 guys jumped out of the way. I remember things when I was a kid. The time I asked my old man where I came from. He told me I was brought by a crow. My old man, he didn't help either. The time I asked my old man, how can I get my kite in the air? He told me to run off a cliff. I'll tell you what...
Yo, I might have to use that on my kid. I don't have a kid yet, but when I have a kid, I might have to use that on my kid and see if he does it. That's a good test to see if your kid is dumb. Don't do it when they're like 3. Maybe around the age of like 6, 7. Yeah. Just to see if they're dumb.
When I was a kid, I was ugly too. I told my old man he never took me to the zoo. He said, if they want you, they'll come and get you. Now, one girl, she was so fat, she got in the scale, a card came out, said 1 at a time. You know? But I'm talking about a fat girl here, you know what I mean? Big girl, you kidding? She was standing alone. A cop told her to break it up, you know. I tell you, last week was a rough week for me last week. I saw my kid and the milkman going to a father and son dinner. I'll tell you, my kitty drives me nuts where he put crazy glue in my preparation H. I'll tell you what's more important than looks is love. You gotta have love.
Love is
and
important.
I got plenty of love
love.
in me, Johnny.
That's
Plenty
the
of love. I
main
love a
thing.
lot of things.
Love.
I love sports, I love music, and one of my kids. Well, I know I'm getting old. If I squeeze into a parking place, I'm sexually satisfied. You kidding? I'm not kidding. I'm getting old.
Yeah.
I know I'm getting old. Well, my last birthday cake looked like a prairie fire. You know how it is. I know I'm getting old. At my age, I want two girls at once, you know. Yeah, if I fall asleep, they got each other to talk to. And to my wife, I got no sex life either. At my house, we put the mirror over the dog's bed. Are you kidding? I know I'm ugly. My dog found out we look alike. He killed himself. My wife, she can't cook either. My house, we pray
That's
after we eat.
His humor is smart.
What a lousy cook. I don't think meatloaf should glow in the dark.
Like, a lot of these jokes, I'm actually having to think, what on earth is he just said? Like, quite a few are flying over my head. I'm sure a lot of people, yeah, a few of you guys have to explain some.
I mean, if she can't cook at all, my backyard, the flies chipped in to fix the screen door.
He's clever.
I was an ugly kid, too. I had plenty of pimples. One day I fell asleep in the library. I woke up, a blind man was reading my face. Are you kidding? I know I'm ugly. Halloween, I opened the front door. Kids give me candy. When I was a kid, my old man, he didn't help either, you know. The time I asked my old man if I can go ice skating on a lake, he told me to wait till it gets warmer. Yeah, my neighbor, there's nothing but killings over there.
Yo, you know what? I feel like him and his father had, like, a great relationship, bro.
I went out, I bought a waterbed. There was a guy at the bottom of it. Oh, my neighbor looked rough. Forget about it, will you? Well, my neighbor, they got signs all over. Drive fast. The life you save may be your own. And you know my doctor, Dr. Vinny Boombats. Know my doctor?
Dr. Vinny Boombats.
What a doctor. He's really mixed up. He grabbed my knee and told me to cough and hit me in the balls with a hammer.
Man.
Oh, one time I saw him, he gave me sleeping pills. He told me to take them whenever I wake up. Okay, my problem is I drink too much, way too much.
Yeah.
I gave my doctor a urine specimen. There was an olive in it. My dog, too, she gives me trouble.
Your dog?
Yeah. I got a female dog, you know. I tried to mate her. She wants 50 biscuits. And I tell you, I got a dumb dog, too, my dog. We call him Egypt.
Wait, did I just get that wrong? Is he on about him mating with the dog and paying the dog? Is that what he just said? Is he said he's mating the dog and he's got to pay the dog 50 biscuits? No? Wait, what does he mean then? Wait, what does he mean? He just said he tried mating the dog. The dog wants 50 biscuits. Oh, the dog was paying. Oh, okay. I thought it was on about he's mating with the dog. And he's paying the dog. Okay.
And I tell you, I got a dumb dog, too, my dog. We call him Egypt. Every room he leaves a pyramid. Smoking, that's another one. Try to stop smoking. That's a beauty, huh? Well, with cigarettes, my wife and I, we made a deal, my wife and I. We only smoke after sex. I got the same pack now since 1975. What bothers me is my wife. She's up to 3 packs a day.
Man, no, he's good. Very, very, very clever joke.